AITA for telling my wife to divorce me because I'm not forcing adoption on my daughter? I, 33 am a dad to my amazing 8-year-old daughter, Ella. Ella's mom and I split up not long after she was born, and since then, I've had full custody. Ella's mom, let's call her Sarah, has had a lot of struggles. We're talking years of substance abuse, legal trouble, and mental health issues. It's been one thing after another. Alcohol, drugs, arrests, rehab, relapses. You name it, Sarah's been through it. She's tried to be in Ella's life, but it's been inconsistent at best and harmful at worst. The last time Sarah saw Ella was about a year ago. She had court-ordered supervised visits for a while, but even those were hit or miss. Some days she didn't show up because she was in the hospital or dealing with legal trouble. Other times, she'd cancel last minute because she wasn't sober. It's heartbreaking, but Ella loves her mom, even with everything. She's clinging to this idea that Sarah might one day get better. I've always tried to respect that. Ella's in therapy to help her process everything, and we're doing our best to navigate the chaos. Now, enter Laura, 30F, my wife. Laura and I have been together for 6 years and married for 3. She came into Ella's life when Ella was 2, so she's been a steady presence for most of her life. Laura and I also have 2 younger kids together, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. From the beginning, I was upfront with Laura about my priorities. I told her that Ella's safety, health, and happiness came first. I made it clear that my relationship with Sarah was messy and would likely remain that way for years. I even told Laura I'd understand if she didn't want to commit to a situation like this. But Laura said she was ready to take it all on. For a while, everything was good. Laura has been a fantastic stepmom. She loves Ella like her own and has always stepped up for her. I'll never downplay how much Laura has done for our family. But recently, things have started to shift. Laura's patience with Sarah's sporadic reappearances has run out. She's reached a point where she wants to adopt Ella and sever Sarah's parental rights entirely. Her reasoning is that it's what's best for Ella and for our family as a whole. Laura feels that Sarah's occasional attempts to reconnect with Ella are disruptive and emotionally damaging. She thinks it would be better for everyone if Sarah was completely out of the picture until Ella is 18 and can decide for herself whether she wants to reconnect. Laura also says adoption would give her the legal standing she feels she deserves as someone who's been acting as a mom to Ella for years. Here's the problem. Ella doesn't want to be adopted. She's been very clear about this. Even though Sarah has hurt her and let her down countless times, Ella still loves her mom. She still holds out hope that Sarah will get better and be the mom she needs. Forcing Ella into an adoption she doesn't want feels cruel to me. It would crush her. I've told Laura that I respect Ella's feelings and that I'm not willing to push her into this. But Laura sees it differently. She feels like she's been doing all the work of being a mom without getting the recognition or security that comes with being Ella's legal parent. She says it's not fair that Sarah, who has done nothing but hurt Ella, still gets to hold the title of mom while Laura is just the stepmom. I understand where she's coming from, but I don't think that justifies forcing Ella into something she's so strongly against. Laura has also brought up concerns about how this could affect our 2 younger kids. She's worried that as Ella gets older, Sarah's influence might cause her to pull away from us and choose her biological mom over our family. I pointed out that this could happen regardless of whether Laura adopts Ella. In fact, I think forcing the adoption would only increase the chances of Ella distancing herself from us. Laura didn't take that well. The discussions have been getting more heated. At one point, Laura suggested that we get a new therapist for Ella, someone who would convince her that adoption is in her best interest. That idea made me deeply uncomfortable. Therapy should be a safe space for Ella, not a place where someone tries to persuade her to go along with something she doesn't want. Then Laura dropped the bombshell. She told me she doesn't see our marriage surviving if I don't convince Ella to agree to the adoption. She said she can't keep being the stepmom who puts in all the effort while Sarah continues to hold on to her parental rights. According to Laura, I have 2 options: talk Ella into agreeing to the adoption or prepare for a divorce. I was stunned. I told Laura I wasn't going to force Ella into anything she didn't want. If Laura felt she needed to leave over this, then that was her choice. I wasn't angry when I said it. I was heartbroken. I love Laura, and I love the family we've built together, but I can't prioritize my marriage over Ella's feelings and well-being. Laura was shocked by my response. She said she expected me to at least try harder to convince Ella. She told me that my refusal to budge proves I care more about Ella than our marriage. Here's the thing. Ella didn't ask to be in this situation. None of this is her fault. She's a child, and her feelings matter. Forcing an unwanted adoption on her would break her trust in me. I can't do that to her. At the same time, I understand Laura's frustration. She's been a wonderful mom to Ella, and I know it hurts her to feel like she's not being acknowledged for that. But I don't think the solution is to push Ella into something she doesn't want. Right now, things are incredibly tense at home. Laura and I are barely speaking, and I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. Ella has no idea what's going on, and I want to keep it that way. She doesn't need to be dragged into this conflict. I just want to do what's right for her, but I'm terrified that it's going to cost me my marriage. So, Reddit. AITA for refusing to force my daughter into an adoption she doesn't want, even if it might mean losing my wife.